Picture this. It's finally Sunday morning, and your family. I think every one of us knows what the picture next to me has in it. It's a giant bowl of tortilla chips, two sauces, and maybe some guacamole. Funny thing about that is, Fiesta Consultations was formed over a bowl of chips and salsa. Matter of fact, in the year of 2020, a group of classmates at my college in my business communications class, we all failed an exam. And when I say failed, we failed it miserably. So, in the midst of all our sulking, one of us had the great idea that we should go to a Mexican restaurant with horrible reviews to make ourselves feel better. Needless to say, we went to the restaurant, we sat down, ate, had a great time, talked to each other, when one of us realized that the food wasn't as bad as we thought it would be, especially not according to the reviews. After that was shared, we each decided, you know what? We agree. The food isn't as bad as the reviews say it is, and neither is the atmosphere. And then it hit us. As business students, we questioned what reviews have as an effect on different restaurants. Here at Fiesta Consultations, our goal is to satisfy even the hangriest of clients. We intend to provide Mexican restaurants with the resources necessary to provide their customers with the best dining experience. Through video coaching sessions and extensive customer satisfaction surveys, we help restaurant owners achieve higher revenue and customer ratings. Although we are a newer company, we have been featured in the Carrollton City Menu, as well as various other magazines throughout Georgia, and we've even made an appearance on several websites as well. Each of us cares for our business owners, and we want to see each restaurant we help achieve their goals and dreams. Our job is not only to help, but to also form personal relationships with our clients in order to create thriving restaurants in the towns that we operate. In order to keep our towns thriving, we have to keep your business surviving. Now you may be asking yourself, who is this guy that's telling me all about Fiesta Consultations? And what can he do for me? Well, I'm going to answer that question for you. My name is Mason Durden, and I am Fiesta Consultations accountant, an avid chip lover, and a secret double dipper. I'm in charge of helping the town of Newnan, Georgia fulfill its Mexican restaurant craving. Having grown up in Newnan, Georgia, I have eaten at practically every Mexican restaurant in town. I have served as guide to many family and friends from out of town wanting to satisfy the desire for some chips and dip. Due to this, I have the knowledge on what atmosphere, customer service, and taste within the restaurant is desired amongst visitors. Therefore, due to my knowledge of knowing what visitors want, I'm able to center your restaurant around the wants of your customers. Essentially, I am your middleman in the whole operation. I help you understand your customers in order to achieve the ratings you want. And thus, this allows you to grow your restaurant, increase your profits, increase your well-being, help your ratings grow, and it allows you to open as many restaurants as you'd like and have success from each and every one. The restaurant I'm reviewing is Celacas. It's located in the Thomas Crossroads Shopping Center next to Kroger. In terms of food, they serve many different options such as tacos, burritos, quesadillas, rice and beans, taco salads. They also serve many different beverages from soft drinks to water to alcoholic drinks as well. They have a pretty small building, which can sometimes cause issues for some customers, but also it allows many other people to not go there. The pricing is decently priced, but I wouldn't say it's cheap either. The restaurant has pretty good tasting food. I've experienced it personally myself. Other than that, the scenery within the store is kind of mellow. It could use some extra lighting. In terms of competitors, Celacas has to compete with many Mexican restaurants around town. However, the most profound are La Paria and El Charro. Each restaurant possesses certain atmospheric traits and service rates that make each restaurant unique. In terms of food, each restaurant serves similar food. La Paria's food tends to be more filling, with Celacas following, and then El Charro following Celacas. However, the portion size is directly relative to the price of each restaurant. Due to the amount of food offered, La Paria is way more expensive than El Charro or Celacas, and Celacas is more expensive than El Charro. Next, the restaurant size of La Paria is greater than that of El Charro and Celacas. Celacas is actually the smallest of the three, but it provides less wait times in most cases. La Paria is always busy, causing more people to wait, whereas Celacas can normally get people in within a few minutes depending on the party size. In terms of Celacas reviews, one user said, "This place has awesome service as well as a tasty menu. My favorite place around here. The meals served rapidly and the prices were inexpensive. I recommend this place." And another user said, "Bartender was the best. Never had to ask for anything. Great personality." In regards to the positive reviews, Celacas is doing an excellent job maintaining a ratio of positive reviews. There are so many that I can only pick a slim amount to portray. Celacas seems to be providing quick service to their customers, which is always a key to drawing customers back in at later dates. This, in return, creates more revenue for the restaurant because they're constantly having customers in the restaurant at all times. Next, the food at Celacas is tasty and seems to be up to par in competition with the other restaurants around town. This is a good thing because the other restaurants might take all the customers if their food's better than the food at Celacas, so the fact that Celacas is providing good tasting food will keep regulars coming. Lastly, it seems the bartender is doing an excellent job of providing those at the bar with the drinks they want. Sounds like Celacas bar is the place to be on a sports night or girls' night out. Your drinks would never run dry. In terms of bad review, one reviewer said, "Very poor service. Waited for 20 minutes before any server even asked what we wanted to order. They quickly walked away before we were even able to finish ordering. We ended up leaving after that. I would not recommend going there unless you have plenty of time to spare. I cannot comment on the quality of the food." The second user said, "We arrived and there was a slight delay in seating. We were seated and there was a delay in taking our drink and appetizer order. We finally ordered our meal and the food took more than an hour and a half to arrive. I realized delays happen, but I found it disappointing that we were left flagging down our server each time we needed anything." Although Celacas has decent reviews regarding the food and some that say the service is decent, there are several bad reviews as well. The bad reviews that stood out the most to me conflicted with the good reviews in the way that Celacas had decent service and some experienced bad food. I do believe the bad food is destined to happen no matter where you go at some point in time. We must do our best to ensure that each plate of food arrives at the table cooked to order and is not too hot, but is also not too cold. However, we should aim to fix the slow service. I understand it is hard to please everyone, but in order to continue drawing regular crowds as a restaurant, the service should be top-notch. In order to fix the service, I would suggest hiring more staff and then training that staff. It may be a costly endeavor at first, but will eventually lead to greater profits in the long run. Next, I would try my best to fill as many tables as possible. Obviously, the more staff, the more tables available, which deducts the wait time. In terms of opportunities for Celacas, I think there are tons. I believe that the restaurant is headed in the right direction and can definitely continue to grow in the long run. As a restaurant, I think the main focus would be increasing the staff, as I mentioned in the weaknesses. This would give the restaurant the ability to run at full capacity. Once COVID ends, it would also shock many customers to see the restaurant is prepared for the after COVID rush as well. Next, I believe Celacas could advertise some specials at the bar. The bartender seems to know what he is doing regarding one of the strengths in the reviews that were mentioned previously. Having specials at the bar will be intriguing to those looking for a fun night out. Finally, I would suggest adding some more menu items to really make the menu stand out from the competitors. Every Mexican restaurant around in Newnan offers the same style of food, so make a few changes and add some flair to your menu and have instant differentiation which customers also like. Just like there are some great opportunities for the business, there are also some threats as well. The first threat that comes to my mind is the size of your building. It is hard to fit lots of customers into your restaurant without them feeling cramped and not so cozy. This affects your atmosphere with COVID and may keep some customers from even entering the store due to the virus. Next, I would say your restaurant is not moving at a fast enough pace. When you compare Celacas to its competitors, the service is slacking. When a customer is looking for a quick stop to eat, they will be looking elsewhere for food when they see the reviews for Celacas. This does not allow your profits to grow and looks bad for the restaurant as a whole. Lastly, the atmosphere of Celacas is kind of dull. This is mainly due to the cramped building and the slow service. The faster the restaurant gets, the happier the customers will be, thus creating a happier and more fun atmosphere. Most of the competitors also have fun, colorful decorations that add to a cheerful, atmospheric look, which Celacas aims to make, but does not necessarily succeed at. I know that's a lot of information to take in regarding the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And because of that, we decided to make a SWOT analysis for Celacas as well. Just kind of highlighting the strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats that the business does have. This can be posted anywhere in the restaurant that you'd like in order to, review it, or you always have it here on this slide. Basically, it's just kind of hitting on the points of where your foods and service is kind of conflicting with each other. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. And then obviously your opportunities to grow and your threats as well. This could constantly change depending on how your business proceeds to go. You may fix these things up and new things will come, but as long as you're our customer and our client, we help you fix all the issues and develop new opportunities that your business may have throughout the rest of your time. In conclusion, the more you focus on your reviews as a whole, the more you can determine how the restaurant is functioning. If you do not ever check your reviews, you will lose out on lots of important information from the most valuable asset, your customers. Take each review with a grain of salt though, but be willing to accommodate to best generate longevity and revenue within your business. I would also suggest also reading the reviews of the competing restaurants within Noonan to continue adapting your restaurant to what the customers want as well. Keeping up to date with other restaurants' reviews may help you shape your restaurant to be a top competitor because you can avoid the mistakes other restaurants have made. Pictured next to me is our promotional item. It's a face mask since we are in the time of COVID right now. It's got our logo, our name, our motto, and even two different ways you can contact us. As you can see, we have the email address fiesta@fiestaconsultations.com, and our phone number is 770-863-0987. At each of those, you can just call my extension of 444-555-7777. Once again, 444-555-7777. With the email address, you'll just ask for Mason and it'll automatically post to me as well. But other than that, I have appreciated helping you guys. I hope to look forward to the future and hope that y'all continue to grow and that we continue to grow as well and get to work with you and constantly help you outrun your competitors and continue to be in tip-top shape when it comes to them. Once again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Don't ever hesitate. I'm always here. I'm willing to help. That's my job. I just appreciate you giving us the chance to form a relationship and to continue working together in this partnership that we have developed here. And I just hope that, we can continue keeping your Mexican restaurant as a top one for the city of Noonan. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.